As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
I wonder why do they show him with a cape, but we cannot use a cape in the game. That's kind of interesting, but well, a bit too loud. Part 13. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that should be it. And yeah, let's continue with our quests. We're in Novigrad. We're on level 13. But it's an Oxenford, not a Novigrad. Following the thread, what is that? Okay, let's do this quest and then we'll see. I don't know. The problem is that there are just a bunch of quests that need to be done, but for example, there's where is that quest for Skellige? Look, the quest for Skellige is for level 13. But the problem is that we won't go to Skellige. You see, the main quest kind of indicates you the suggested level for going to Skellige, and it's level 16. If they say level 16, then probably in terms of quests and monsters, it's the most optimal level. So I'm not entirely sure why this quest for Skellige is for level 13. It's just kind of weird. I mean, okay, not like you're losing in terms of money, but the problem is that you're losing in terms of experience, as far as I'm aware. So I lost the other quest. I played with this guy.
Farewell.
Quiver on your back, not swords, amateur.
Never fight a Witcher.
It's a shame to him exactly why. It's a shame to...
Oh, God. A Reaper's come for me.
No lollygagging. You're an offence to the majesty of the eternal fire. No loitering round here.
Oh, there's another quest here or something. Warning. Okay. Portrait artist one. Wanted hot burning firewood. Reminder. Please remember to warn any passers-by who might currently be found beneath your window before emptying out your chamber pots. Stay out of the sewers. Okay. Beware haunted house, cheating merchant. Oh, okay, it's an update. From that house with the... Oh man, I forgot her name. Sarah. To to all upstanding residents of Novigrad. Hark the words and warning of a loyal fellow townsman. Do no business with that blackguard the John Keir. Though his line is held in high esteem and considered honorable, he himself is a swine and a cheat. He sold me a residence at a most attractive price, knowing all the while the house was haunted. There can be no thought of inhabiting it, for an evil spirit torments all who set foot therein. For now the ghost contents itself with rattlings and prankings, but who knows what foul deeds it will turn to in time. Let then anyone with half a bit of wit about I'm reading like I don't know what. Let then anyone with half a bit of wit about them stay far away from said home. Never make a deal of any sort with his defrauding Dijon Keir. It's actually great that they are making these updates. Like you're making some decision in the game. There are different endings, and as you can see, the world changes. Okay, it's not it's still a scripted version. Obviously, The Witcher 3, despite the fact that it's an amazing game, it's still not a perfect game, and these are just different scripted endings. So it's not, you don't have the feeling that maybe it changes in real life, or you have it, but it's like 50% of this feeling. It's not 100%. But it's great that you still have that. There's a quest, then you discover certain things, you make a decision, and then you have this ending based on the kind of an update based on the ending you based on the decision that you've taken. I think it's pretty cool. Though obviously you see, because there are no more quests, you need to check those you need to visit this boards, and you need to check them regularly, or at least check the minimap. Pay attention to minimap when they're yellow. You know.
Well, another freak.
To have some updates. It's not always. There are different types of updates in The Witcher. They've implemented different types of updates. So there are updates that are that appear on this notice board, or notice boards, and there are updates, kind of visual updates when you're coming back to the place that you have visited after some time. There is a quest on Skellige about the I think Lashy or Lashen, whatever his name is, in some village, and people are worshipping it. Old people and young people want to kill it, and based on your decision you can come back sometime later and see that either certain people missing or something else happened, and it's pretty cool as well. It's quite interesting. Besides, by choosing helping Sarah, we are there's a good video, there's a good cutscene, alright? I'm not entirely sure how to call it, this kind of promo video, introduction, something, whatever, about the I use this sometimes when I'm in my actually I don't want to say I stole, but Witcher inspired me for my philosophical dialogues with people, so I'm using this phrase from The Witcher about walls and stuff, but you'll see this video. I think this video is pretty cool.
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them. Witcher. Corinne, look who's come.
Live here together now?
Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him, or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
That's I really like this one. And it's kind of funny because I really don't like quoting someone or something, but over the time I actually became more kind of, I started accepting it more. And I lost the bus. And I started accepting it more, and especially after I think playing The Witcher 3, I at some point started. I'm not using it all the time, but sometimes I'm using it. I think it's pretty cool because actually that's true. A lot of people live in their places, in some places, in a city, for example, for the vast amount of their life, and they're not changing anything. And I think it's a problem because the world is so big, there are so many interesting things to see that it's kind of crazy that certain people are not willing to change anything, changing country, changing language or something like that. I don't want everyone to leave their countries or something like that, but just the general idea that you can do that. I actually didn't know that by scrolling my mouse up or down you can change signs. That's quite interesting. Okay.
What do I gotta do to get a lovely palate like yours?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
No matter what you choose, in any case you'll end up fighting them, so...
Over my dead body.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well, you're due a beating. It'll just be more of a challenge.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
You roll the dice. So there are people who live all their lives in the same city, and I think it's important to change something, to enlarge your horizons, you know, to understand how things work in the world. And so it's true that you can lock yourself in and lock all else out in your home and think that that's the place that you like, but realistically speaking, home is the place where you feel safe and the place where you feel good. So if it's in a foreign country, while even the word foreign is not really correct, because foreign is something that is not yours. If you go to another country and you adapt, you learn a language, it becomes your country, you see. I don't believe in this, well, I was born in China, I should stay in China all my life. No, it's not like that. You can go wherever you want.
In my right hand, and over me coffin sing this. Move on.
I wasn't born in France, but I'm living in France, and it's been quite a while, and France is my home. And when I will go to another, if I go to another country, that another country will become my home, because that's how it works. That's it. And so a lot of people that think that, oh no, I don't want to change my country. There are people who I know. There's my family. There are my friends and stuff, and I need to stay here. No, you don't have to stay here. If you don't like this country, you can go to another country. If you don't like this city, you can go to another city. If your family is toxic, you don't have to speak with them. You need to change something. You need to constantly reevaluate your vision of the world and your values and the things that you do. It's very important. Because otherwise, if you're gonna live your life just because my family is here, I need to stay here, you're gonna be unhappy. Because your family might be liking, I don't know, having a peaceful life and stuff, and you have some ambitions and you want to go to a big city, study in a college, and have a degree in the university, you see, and study something interesting. We're all different. You should not base your opinion on on things like that. You can still come and see your family, but at some point you'll have your own family, and that's it. So you don't have to tie your life to your family, because even though it's great to have a good family, not everyone has a good family. Some people have toxic families, yet they keep staying with them, sticking to them. That's very bad and unhealthy.
Don't like folk wandering around here.
Oh yeah? Well, got a beast you need someone to get rid of? I'm here about the notice.
Supervisor Lund posted it. Yeah, a beast haunts the outskirts, murdering folk. Got them scared to leave their homes after dusk.
Like to talk to this supervisor.
Too bad he don't receive petitioners.
So what's he do exactly?
Delivers relief on behalf of the city council, flour and groats for the paupers, meaning he don't do it personally. He's got men for that. He himself,
Supervises.
Exactly.
I aim to hunt down this monster.
Best hurry then, some other bloke's already after it.
When'd you find the last victim?
Just last night. Hubert, a beggar, but a decent man. I'd let him sleep in the shed from time to time, that one on the right. Eustace hasn't come for the corpse yet. It's lying in there where I found it.
Any eyewitnesses to these attacks?
No, just the bodies. Beast appears only at night. Chooses isolated victims.
Who took the contract?
Didn't see the man. Was just told some brave fool turned up.
Thanks. So long. Blood, but not human. Monster was wounded. Not the marks of a Garcane or a Fletter. Blood's all sucked out. A lesser vampire? Seems like it had lost some strength, was sneaking along the shoreline.
What's going on there?
Ikemara.
Greetings, Lambert.
Damn, it's good to see you, Wolf.
Decide to do some hunting in Novigrad? Far as I remember, you never liked this city.
Still don't. Thing is, I got a certain matter to take care of.
The matter you mentioned. Anything I can help with?
Maybe. But we'll talk about that later. Got a reward to collect. I'm kinda in a hurry. Let's say you've earned half. What the hell?
Let's go.
Should have taken the loot, but whatever.
So?
What do you think? We did what we had to do. Time to pay up.
Wait here, I'll go see the supervisor, get your reward.
Do that ourselves. No reason you should abandon your post.
Can't argue with reason. Go on in.
We dealt with the monster at the docks. Here for our reward.
Witches? Since when do you travel in pairs?
A lot of dangers lie in wait for a lone witcher. Bandits, for example.
I advise you to change your tone.
Where's Yad Karadin? Talk.
Lambert, calm down.
Trust me, Geralt, this is important. There's something I gotta know.
I do not know any Karadin. Take your coin for the before and bugger off, before I lose my temper.
Where's Yad Karadin? Asking you for the last time.
Guards! To the dungeon with them!
This guy's more trouble than the Ekimara.
Karadin's disappeared. I swear. The others too. I only know of Vienne.
What about Vienne?
She drinks at the Seven Cats. There day and night.
See? You can be helpful.
That was murder. Was that really necessary?
Yes. More guardsmen will show soon. Let's go. Meet me at the Seven Cats. Tell you everything there.
The Tavern Vienne frequents?
Yeah, see you later.
We got only water here. Interesting.
They say some witches spy for the Black Ones. A witcher?
Hail, good fellow. Would you be keen on helping me with a very important matter?
I'll go mine.
What do you want?
Name's Muggs. Rostin Muggs. Need your help in a grave matter.
What's this grave matter?
I came here on business. Sadly, just there across the river, toward the bridge's end, I was attacked. Smashed a bottle of the finest dwarven spirit on the bugger's skull, but the robbery was still a partial success.
Tell me what you want already, and be brief.
Thief ran off with my documents. Very important documents. I need you to get it back for me.
It'll cost you. I don't work for free.
That I know. Since the dawn of time, no witcher's lifted a finger without pay. I've a smattering of coin in the soles of my boots. Return the documents, and it's yours.
Fine. See what I can do.
Might be my last chance. I'm out of ideas if this don't work.
I call it The Witcher 3 mood. I'll probably make shorts.
Dwarven moonshine. Nothing stinks quite like it. There's the bottle. Muggs was attacked here.
Got my eye on you, white one.
Elven blood, eh?
Walking around, listening to this music. It's pretty good.
Ever feel like shadding? Don't lift a finger round the yard.
Is it true elves make soup out of kids?
What's going on there?
Hand over the documents, thief.
Me? A thief? I won him straight, I did, in a game of cards.
Not how Muggs sees it. Claims he was mugged.
He lost, demanded them papers back, and when I refused, he walloped me over the noggin with a bottle. Barely escaped with me life.
How much are they worth to you?
I don't read myself, but I've seen the seals. I know it ain't no scrap of arsewhite. I won't sell them to the first fella comes asking.
You can use the axis sign for the easiest solution, for the easiest way, but it's not interesting. If there is an opportunity to play Gwent, why not? I think it's pretty cool. You win the documents and you play your favorite game, I guess.
Played cards for them once. Care to play again? You're clearly in the middle of a lucky streak. Could very well continue.
You might be right. Let's play. Take the damn things. Let none say I ain't an honest man.
Gods know, I'll only ever say kind things about you. Wanted. Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Who writes these notices? Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster, which you would do.
Monster? What kind?
Big, bad, ugly, squats in the sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garren estate. Ask for Olgierd von Everek. He's the one ordered this posted.
I mean, technically it's a notice board, so like that you can read it. Technically it's a notice board, so it's not only for contracts for killing someone or something. It's a little bit like market. So if you have if you need to sell something, there's no problem. There's no problem putting the announcement on the notice board. That's the whole point. So people can see it. I've no bow of my own to take to her wedding. If any intelligent, amusing, handsome, none too old, none too young man, owning at least one decent looking frock or robe is interested in a call. It's kind of funny because this is something that I see in the language exchange apps or something like that. If you've ever used them, I think I've already mentioned in one of my videos, like, I don't know, Tandem or something like that. There are a bunch of different apps. There's Meef, for example, well, before it was for speaking with Koreans, now it's for speaking with people from all over the world. There was Ablo before, but it's closed now. So there are a bunch of apps like that. And so, if you look, those are language exchange apps or apps for finding friends. Those are not dating apps. And it's kind of funny because sometimes you see, well, obviously I can speak more about girls because I don't know, probably because it's kind of funny. You're interested more in girls. I don't know. It's not like I'm looking for someone over there. I don't know. Sometimes I'm checking guys' profiles as well, but I feel like I've never seen that in guys' profiles. I see that more in girls' profiles. So I kind of want to say something about guys, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because I've seen more female profiles. I'm not entirely sure. Though I'm checking guys' profiles as well. Whatever. So in girls' profiles, because it's not a dating app, but they say there is a question in Tandem, for example, who's your ideal tandem partner? So it's, I don't know, for example, I'd like to speak, it's just an example, I'd like to speak with a Chinese person because I'm learning Chinese language and I'm studying Chinese is my major at my university. So I'd like to exchange some ideas or something like that, right? It's perfectly logical that you're looking some particular kind of person. But a lot of girls are putting in the some amount of girls are putting in the description of who's my perfect tandem partner. They put handsome, rich, handsome, rich, intelligent, tall, and I'm memeing so much, man. And this is a little bit like that, you see. I do not accept any man. He needs to be good looking, intelligent, amusing and stuff. This is such a meme, man. I don't know. What is that? It's just for to accompany you to one event. chillax, man. Chillax.
My uncle's in the circus because he can swallow swords. Can you?
So the plum under your eye, who gave you that?
Redanian soldiers. Good fucking thieves, every last one.
Shh! Before someone hears you.
I'd been to the distillery, was riding back to town, had everything. A pass, a permit, tariffs paid. Those damn soldiers stopped me. Said I had to requisition my vodka. The war effort, they said. So I asked them, since when is getting pissed part of the war effort? They just slapped me down and took everything.
I'm warning you.
From now on, assume your every move's observed.
Well?
Found the thief who took your documents.
It can't be. Let's go get him. You can hold him while I take what's mine.
Slow down. See, this man said he never attacked you. Said you lost to him at cards.
Ah, cheeky bastard. But like me Aunt Rosalie always said, lies got but wee legs and don't run far. The documents belong to my employer. A deed to a townhouse in Vengerberg. And true enough, I'd been drinking. Got a bit carried away. I lost them in a game of cards.
Then you whacked the winner on the head with a bottle.
What was it to do? You weren't willing to give him back. When the scoundrel drew a weapon, I fled. But without them papers, I haven't the gumption to show me face at home.
Here, now pay up.
Of course I will. Give you all I've left. Wouldn't you have it any other way? Touch me wifey and I'll smack you sideways.
Stand and fight!
You again? Want some more? Bruises on your ass heel already?
On God, I say! Victory will be mine this time. I've practiced with shield and sword, Many a headless scarecrow round here. Heed my warning and stand and fight!
Don't have time to give you another lesson.
'Tis I shall give thee the lesson.
Let's dance.
I yield.
Had enough?
Yes, but next time.
Challenge me again. Raise your hand, draw your sword, look at me the wrong way, and I'll kill you.
You so sure of that?
Yes.
We shall see.
Greetings. Joseph's picked up his mouth. Must be a curse. How should I know?
What else do we have? Level 11. I can make this quest actually, I think. And then I will visit Triss. I will visit Rosemary and Thyme. I will visit Triss later. This quest is quite big. Or not?
Happiness will come today.
Probably it will end up here, and if and when I will be in Skellige, there will be another part.
The plague!
I don't know, he's gonna tell me visit me on Skellige. But because I'm not on Skellige yet, so it will be out of my line.
You'll frighten me, kiddies.
Okay.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
From now on, assume your every move's observed.
Wind's howling. All right, high time you explain some things. Why'd you kill Lund? What's this all about?
Want the short version or the long one?
Let me hear the whole thing.
I had a friend. Aiden was his name.
You had a friend?
Oh, fucking hilarious. I met him soon after I'd accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Ogre of Elander. Aiden had been hired to kill it. He was a witcher from the School of the Cat.
Far as I remember, the ogre was killed in the end.
Yeah. After it gutted my employer, we really didn't have a choice. I cut a deal with Aiden. We joined forces, split the reward for killing the ogre between us. After that, we worked together a lot. Hands down the best man I'd ever met. I mean, I like you, you know that. Still, no comparison.
What happened to him?
Some time ago, Aiden took on a contract to lift a curse off a duke's daughter. It was a political mess from the start. Then there was hatred for the School of the Cat to deal with.
They worked hard to deserve that hate. Basically turned hired assassins.
Aiden wasn't like that. Anyway, some of the Duke's courtiers had designs. Weren't at all keen on the curse being lifted from the Duke's firstborn. So a band of trained assassins ambushed Aiden. Murdered him. Our dear supervisor was one of them.
And Yad Karadin?
The assassin's leader. And the one to deal the mortal blow.
Sorry about your friend.
Don't need your sympathy. Just your help. We have to talk to Vienne. Must have had enough to drink by now. Let's go.
Vienne.
What do you want?
We want to see Yad Karadin.
Now, why would I help you?
It's really important to my friend here.
And what will I get out of it?
Pay for your beer, for starters. Then we'll see how valuable your information is.
I was part of Karadin's band, but when was that? I don't know where to find him. I've fallen out with the lot. Besides, he's no longer chummy with his old mates. Word around town is he's changed.
Karadin's changed? What do you mean?
He's dropped all his old connections. Stopped taking on petty killings. He's hidden himself away in some hole. Must be planning something big.
Who else was in Karadin's band?
Aside from me, Sleaze, Hammond and Lund, but they've scattered all over the world. Sleaze went to Tretogor, Hammond to Skellige, and Lund...
Lund's dead.
Finally met his match. Well, you've only Hammond or Sleaze to talk to then.
This Sleaze. Where can we find her?
She's done well for herself. Runs a brothel in Tretogor, the kind rich men frequent. Whores suck information out of them. Then she sells it.
Name of this brothel?
The Black Lily. Sleaze always did have horrible taste.
We need information about Hammond.
Karadin's right-hand man once. When the band broke up, he went back to Pharaoh, whence he had come. He's a pirate now. Even the Jarls treat him with respect.
What about you? What's your story?
Scoia'tael. Unit was decimated, so I joined Karadin. They never treated me as an equal. No. I could hit a sparrow from 100 paces. But I was never good enough for Karadin. He always preferred that cunt Sleaze.
You have a hand in the murder of the Witcher Aiden?
Perhaps. I don't remember.
Satisfied?
She doesn't know anything. We need to talk to Hammond and Sleaze.
Don't go looking for Karadin.
If he senses you nipping at his heels, he'll kill you without batting an eye.
We'll see. As for you...
No, Lambert.
Right. Better to leave her like this.
What about my coin? Arseholes.
You gotta help me, Geralt. Best thing will be to split up. You sail to Skellige, try to squeeze something out of Hammond. I'll go to Tredegor and meet with Solis.
Lambert, let's talk about this.
No, let's not. This is one of those situations, serious situations, when you don't ask unnecessary questions and just help your friend.
Where'll we meet once I'm back?
At the Nowhere Inn.
All right, I'm off. Good luck.
Got a monster under me bed. Will you help?
The problem is that unless you make the main mission destination Skellige, you won't be able to find any boat. You won't be able to go to Skellige, just like that. So.
Stay out of my way.
Geralt?
Welcome to the Seven Cats, the luckiest tavern in town. They even say the hangovers our wine baguettes are lucky.
What's on the menu today? How about a few rounds of cards? Gwent, specifically.
So I can have 3 decoys, that's great. This one is not bad. Only run of copies. Got a lot of healers. I feel like even more than Northern Realms. And a lot of spies as well. I didn't expect that. She got too much bonuses. What is this tavern in Innkeeper? It's harder than fighting for a special cars. Man, what's happening? That was very close.
Sick of it. Careful, you scamp. This is no regret. Not your backyard's village.
I've had enough of living.
Mister, why are your eyes so strange?
I met you, mate, back there at Lockmead.
Eternal fire will light our way.
Greetings, Haddo.
Move on.
And? Did he fix it for you?
No. Said I'd come to the right place, but he said no.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vatgun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you, The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though all supplies go through Ernst van Horn, and they say he plays cards with Cleaver, frequently.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... Would you be willing to help me?
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... he demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Yeah. The siege machine, please.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks. Keep me safe.
Deliver us from here, Phil.
Oh!
It's clear as the eternal fire.
Hey, pretty boy, what do I gotta do to get a lovely palate like yours?
I'll never come back, you stinking scadges!
All we wanted was...
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth! Get out in the nick of time, as always!
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Chase round him! Gotta get around him! Yeah! He killed him! reminds me of our days of yore. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Virgil.
We're leaving. I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like... Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my...
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Get a bunch of things that I need to sell. Or maybe keep them? Not sure. Rosa Varatre, Molly, Vespula, Marabella, Eliab.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly. Keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa Varatre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh? Her dad's a Novgardian aristocrat with the Imperial Legation. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. Instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Another day gone to shit.
No music, that's weird. Just when I mention music, it appeared. Right.
But what we didn't and couldn't agree is that there'd be a war now, could we? I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, Greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women...
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
I've never really understood this kind of people, this kind of women. I mean, okay. Let me go straight to the point. It's not about the... It's not that I don't understand them. It's just I understand why it all happens. It's related to the fact that they have some kind of childhood traumas or something like that. They have parents that are they did their job not correctly. But it's just kind of funny and sad to see women complaining about their bad husbands or something like that, yet keep staying with them. And that's a little bit the case here. She accuses him of doing a bunch of different bad things, yet she says, yet she says, it'd be nice if he stopped by. Clearly they are being delusional, but they don't even understand that, because when you understand something, you change it, right? This is just so funny. quite funny. The worst thing is that this toxic relationship leads them to the kind of dependency or codependency where they are, I can't leave him. They're living with kind of abusive husbands or something like that, but no, I love him, or I can't be alone or something like that. Women are very special. It's just weird. I don't know.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks?
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean, how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do
I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
I think one thing that I want to add about that idea of toxic relationship is that I think we as people are not being properly taught to find the courage to end something, and not particularly a relationship, but something that is clearly not working for us. Maybe it's work. You're working and clearly something's not working. Maybe the environment is toxic, or you don't like the job that you're doing, or something else. Or might be find the courage to end your university studies because clearly you're wasting your time, or you don't like it, or it leads you nowhere, or something like that. And some people are afraid, or they're afraid to disappoint their parents or themselves or something like that. Especially girls, they are really afraid to disappoint their parents. They're like, oh no, I can't. My parents put some money in me and stuff. They're financing all of that. I can't disappoint them. I can't just leave like that. See, and that's a big problem. I've seen a lot of girls like that. Guys are more like, yeah, whatever. If I need to abandon, I abandon. So it's more of a girl problem. And though there are definitely guys like that as well. And I think that's a big problem. So we need to be taught to actually find the courage to end something that is clearly not beneficial for us. It's toxic for us. And not a lot of people have this courage. They keep doing things that they do not particularly like because they're afraid to, I don't know, lose some income or something like that. That's kind of sad. And toxic relationship is one of those things. A lot of girls are afraid to do that. And that's kind of sad.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside, class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat, for instance,
it's like in The Witcher. It's like he says during that. This is why I said that video during the Baron's when the Baron hangs himself is an important one, because it shows you, it gives you an example that if you don't want to choose, it's true that sometimes it might be hard to choose, but most times the stakes are too high. Or no, sometimes the stakes are just too high. Most times you need to make a choice and never look back, and that's how it is. You don't have to look back to have regrets or something like that. Just make a decision and that's it. Change your life. Stop being a victim.
Now can we talk?
yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems?
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelion's? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snaky whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in.
The stallion danced betwixt her thighs, lather bathed its chinny chin chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. Thanks for your help. Farewell.
My mummy says hello.
Arms for bread, please, good folk. Nay, not like that. Draw it out more. Drawn out, it sounds like a babe. Wave.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Stay out of the sewers. These bodies will be examined and identified by the end of the month, then cremated. Personal announcement. This is unfortunate, but species in real statistics, old maid or childless widow. Preferable from a landed family. Those interested are requested to send a missive with a faithful engraving of their likeness. Stumble around. Irish magic nature.
Don't be shy now. Looking doesn't cost a thing. There's plenty to behold. This here's a collection of wonders that belong to the mage Eramas. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
How do you get a hold of these? Never heard of a mage willingly parting with his treasures?
No one asked Eramas his will. He was burned at the stake a fortnight ago.
Strange they didn't burn his stuff with him. Witch hunters let you resell it just like that?
Why wouldn't they? These are common goods, some valuable only as collectibles, perhaps.
All right, I get it. These items aren't actually common.
Rumor has it, each is an enchanted key.
Rumor happened to mention where to find the locks these keys open?
Sadly, no. What if I knew? You could hardly expect me to sell them.
Where did Eramas live?
At a lovely residence south of Oxenford. Badly damaged now, as he made the hunters pay dearly for his skin.
Show me what you have.
That's so long.
To matters less controversial, wouldn't mind playing a few rounds of Gwent.
Oh man. Get only spies and these things that are destroying my cars. It's just stupid. Random merchants are completely destroying you. Ridiculous, man. Three decoys, 2 destroyers. Whatever, man. Get 8 cards and I can do anything with it. Oh, random, I love you. Man. 8 cards. What?
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Ought to ask Triss about it. To matters less
No spice. Whatever. Whatever. What is this game, man? What is happening? She doesn't want to give up. I mean, look at that guy. Look at that guy. What is happening? A random brawl in the with the merchant. What is that? I don't have any cards. I can't. Whatever. If you get 16 cards, I got them 12. He got only spice and this special card. This is so funny. Come on, pass. He got only spy cards, I didn't understand it. Where is he taking them from? This is just plain stupid. Just reviving spies. The decoy spies and revives. What is that? You what? Why is he having on the special cards? No comprendo. No comprendo. This is getting out of hand. Seriously, this is ridiculous. Screw you. Oh man, I'll sit here until I win this game, man. This is a matter of principle right now. Random merchant is just having all the special cards and all the spice in the game. It's pretty stupid. Not a single spy. It's lost.
So,
To matter.
Consider it's lost if you didn't have spies and decoys. It's absolutely stupid games. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Whatever.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then. We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella,
That was a
sired
good
by
one.
Cahir, the champion from Gaul.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
You got a funny accent. I'm not entirely sure from where. A little sounds a little bit like French, but it's not entirely French.
The rush of air.
Hey,
Don't spare the horse.
Walk his way, a little bit like in a Need for Speed game.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her, looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Let me climb here. That's awful. Nice.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Okay, and this is the end of this part. I end up in Novigrad, and I'll continue in the next one. I should probably move the camera somewhere, but I don't know where. There's always info somewhere. In the left corner, in the right corner. I just don't know where to put the camera. It's awful.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise.
Probably on the left side?
See ya.
I'm not sure.
This morning, my brother came back from the market.
Okay, I'll think about it, and I'll try to move it for the next one.
Your
That's it.
Greta's got the imagination of a drunk